Hello and what is up guys, and welcome back to another video from Screencasters. And today I'm going to be doing finally a deck profile update of my Odd Eyes Magicians to the channel. Now one thing I want to point out before we get started is I have done some duels with this deck. If you guys want to see Odd Eyes Magicians in action, there'll be a link down below or on the top right side of your screen you can click on so you guys can see this deck in action for yourselves. So yeah, without further ado, on to deck profile. First up, we're playing 3 Guiding Ariadne. This card is really good because Solemn Strike is still at 3, so what happens is you pop this with your Sky Iris or with your Luster Pendulum to search out one of your Solemn Strikes. Because you just pick 3 of them, your opponent picks 1 and add that to your hand, so it searches some of your counter traps, which helps secure your plays. It also helps with the going first aspect of the deck. It's also a level 4 monster and a low scale, so that's something. We're also playing 3 Magical Abductor. Abductor is really good, especially if you open up with a Terraforming, because that's pretty much GG. It sets up so much advantage, it completes your scales, and searches out literally any Pendulum monster you need. So that's really damn good. He's also a level 4 monster, help go into your rank 4s, and since she's also a Pendulum, you go into Majespecter with her if you can, if you have a bad hand to fix your lopsided scales. For the Magicians, we got 2 Dragon Pit, 2 Oath, and the 2 Wisdom Eye. I like this ratio. I might bump Pit back to 3, but we do have enough high scales, but I'm really happy to play 2 Wisdom Eye again. I love this card. By far one of the best Magicians ever created for Pendulums. For the last of the Magicians, I play 1 Jinkei and 1 Noble Dragon. Noble Dragon's pretty much our only tuner, but it helps us go into Nirvana, which is pretty good. Like you Pendulum summon a level 3 monster, make a Meteor Burst with Noble Dragon, any level 4 monster. Special summon one of your scales, and then, you know, go into Nirvana like that. That's pretty good. And Jinkei is just a tech card. I like him. He's good against any light matchup. He's also level 7. He helps you go into some of your XYZ Pendulum plays, which is pretty interesting, although I've yet to have that happen. But he's a big beater. He's searchable with Pendulum Call, and he's another target for your Wisdom Eye to go into. So that's it for the Magicians of the deck. For the Odd Eyes engine, we got 2 Pendulum Dragon, 1 Mirage, 1 Unicorn, and 1 Performapal Odd Eyes Phoenix. I know Persona Dragon did come out into TCG, which is really good. However, I haven't got my hands on a copy yet, so for now I'm just using the Phoenix. But if you do have the Persona Dragon, I highly recommend taking this out and putting the Persona Dragon, because it's such a better card. It's a level 1 scale, whereas Light Phoenix is a scale 3. And it helps negate your opponent's extra deck monsters if it's on the field, which is pretty good. I highly like it a lot more, but Performapal is a little bit better. Not really, but in the scale he's better because he helps your Insight get his effect off, because Insight does not get his effect off if you have like Mirage Dragon in the scale, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but you know, just something. But once again, if you have Persona Dragon, take out the Phoenix and add that in. But this is the ratio I'm going with. I might just put 2 Unicorn and no Mirage, because Insight does not get his effect with the Mirage Dragon, but that is something I'm looking into, although Mirage Dragon is a level 3 and helps go into Nirvana, which helps to cycle back some of your useful cards. As for Odd Eyes, I like him at 3, honestly, but at 2, he's doing good. He doesn't brick at 2, he doesn't brick at 3, honestly, but I did cut him for space, so that's something to look out for. And last of Performapals, I'm doing 1 Skullcrobat Joker. I pretty much cut the Pendulum Sorcerer and the Draw 2 combo with Guitar Turtle, mainly because that combo pretty much is ruined by Link Summoning. Because if you're playing Sorcerer, if you Pendulum Summon them and just pop cards, they go to the extra deck, and you don't really have a way to get them back, because the idea with Sorcerer is you pen summon them out, pop stuff, and then bring it back, or you special summon them and pop stuff and bring it back. You can't really do that anymore with Link Summoning. I mean, you can, but it's very, very hard. I'm not sure what direction I'm going to take this deck when Link Summoning is a thing, but I will be updating this for Link format whenever we're available to use Link Summoning on YUGIOH Pro. But yeah, this is pretty much all the Performapals that I'm playing at the moment. I'm also playing Blast of Pendulums, 1 Eccentric, and 1 Luster. Luster's pretty good. He pops stuff and gets another copy, and that's pretty good. Pre-Link Summoning, but after Link Summoning's a thing, I probably cut Luster. But he does help trigger off your Ariadne, so that's something. And Archfiend is your 1 card out to pretty much anything, whether it be a spell or trap, or a problematic monster like Vanity's Fiend. So that's something. So that's it for the Pendulums of the deck. Also doing 2 Apex Avian. This card's really good. I will always play this card. I pretty much cut all the Majespecters because Kieran did get banned. But we do have Avian. I don't want to play at 3 because it does get cloggy at 3, but 2 is the best number. It's a free negate. There's no reason not to play it in a Pendulum deck. especially magicians that can summon it very easily. Also, Apex Avion helps you play against Dimensional Barrier because it's not a pendulum monster, so you can still summon it out. He also helps protect you against Link summoning as a mechanic, because when he bounces himself back, he doesn't go into your extra deck, he goes into your hand, so that's very, very good. So he's very good for magicians going forward into Link format. And last, the main deck, we got 1 Max C for our monsters. It's just good. It's only at 1, but I still feel like it's something you should play, because it's so good going first or second, honestly. So that's it for the monsters. On for the spells. We got 3 Terraforming. This card's really good with Abductor. You have a bunch of targets, why not play 3? It's pretty much like your Upstart. We got 2 Sky Iris and the 1 Secret Village. I do side a Necro Valley, because I think Necro Valley is going to be very good next format with, or even this format with Paleos running around and stuff. But Secret Village is pretty much a win button against any other in the mirror match or any deck that relies on spells. For the 1-Os, we got 1 Pen Call, 1 Ignite Reload, 1 Odd Eyes Fusion, and the 1 Regeki. Regeki is pretty good against zoos. Board wipes are always going to be good. Odd Eyes Fusion is an easy side out, and it's very good if you're going second if you don't win the dice roll. Reload helps shuffle back your pendulums to get you pretty much a better hand. It helps you unbrick stuff, so that's pretty good. And Pentacall, I kind of wish it went to 3, but I know for the safety of the game, I don't think that's a good thing to do. So that's it for the spells. For the traps, we got 3 Solemn Strike, the 1 Warning, and the 1 Grand Horn. I feel like 5 counter traps is the best thing for Ariane, the best ratio. If you can't afford the Solemn Strikes, just play 3 Grand Horn and like some Majespecters and a Tempest, but that's if you can't afford the strikes. But yeah, these are basically your Ariadne targets to make sure, it helps make sure that she's always live. So that's it for the main deck. On for the extra deck. For the fusions, we just got 2. We got the 1 Vortex Dragon and the 1 Dynaster for Luster. I don't have Starving Venom. If you want to play Starving Venom, go for it. You do have some ways to go into it, although I'm not a big fan of the card. I mean, I kind of like Greedy Venom, but that's a totally different story. But if you have room, if you have a Starving Venom, play them. Take out the Dynaster for Starving Venom, but these are the fusions I'm playing right now. And this is for Odd Eyes Fusion, and this is if Luster is on the field, and you can't really make Ignister for some weird reason. You got the 1 Nirvana because you can make him. He's pretty good recycle stuff. He's more of a win more card, but I like him. He's beautiful. We got 1 Ignister, 1 Meteor Burst, 1 Clearwing. This is for, these 2 are for your Noble Dragon. Ignister is for Luster and any level 4, which is pretty good. They're just very good monsters. I like them. It's nice to have the option because Noble Dragon's very good discard fodder, so being able to go into Synchros as well is very, very good to me. For the rank 7s, we just got 2 and the Odd Eyes Rebellion. We got the Big Eye, Absolute, and the Rebellion. It really doesn't matter what this card is. It could be Raging Dragon. I don't own one, but it's really just there to be sent to the graveyard from your extra deck because of Odd Eyes Fusion. Your opponent has 2 monsters and you don't. So that's something, and Big Eyes for stealing monsters. I don't have room for Flare Metal, but if you can find room for Flare Metal, go for it. But these are the rank 7s I feel is the most important. For the rank 4s, we got 1 Magister to fix your bad hands, 1 Diamond Dyer for the back row, 1 Castel for the front row, and the Utopia package to run over any monster we don't really like. So these are pretty self-explanatory, and that's pretty much it for the deck profile, guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Odd Eyes Magician deck profile. If you guys got any comments or suggestions on how to make this deck better, I'd love to hear it in the comment section down below. And once again, if you guys want to see this deck in action for yourselves, check the description box or click one of the cards on the top right side of your screen so you guys can see this deck in action for yourselves. So yeah, that's it for my deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like the video, comment the video, and subscribe to my channel, which is Screencasters, for more epic and amazing videos similar to this one.